I don't wanna say anything, cause if I do I might say the wrong words. Oh no. So I'll keep my mouth shut and not listen. Afraid I lose you if I didn't. Till we find what we're missing and compromise. So I'll keep my shoes up and not leaving. We're on thin ice, winter season. Can't wait for a single reason not to say goodbye. Oh, if I said what's on my mind, would you stay with me tonight? If I said what's on my mind, would that make you run and hide? Run and hide. Run and hide. If I said what's on my mind, would that make you run and hide? Would that make you run and hide? Run and hide. Run and hide. Oh, would that make you run and hide? Don't know what to do anymore. I'm mad at options, nothing's working. I'm out of service. Come help me now, I'm fucking nervous. I'm trying but can't scratch the surface. So I'll keep my mouth shut and not listen. Afraid I lose you if I didn't. Till we find what we're missing and compromise. So I'll keep my shoes up and not leaving. We're on thin ice, winter season. Can't wait for a single reason not to say goodbye.
What is up, everyone? How is everybody doing? Hope everybody's doing okay and well. Hope everybody had a good Christmas, or if you're not celebrating, hope you had a good time off as well. I am back once again with normal football resuming, with Premier League football resuming. I'll be honest, I kind of feel like I need a couple games to get into the swing of things. I myself kind of feel like I'm out of sync at the moment. Just feels weird to have normal Premier League football back. I think I'll need at least a good solid 2-3 games before I can feel like actually ball is back. But hope everybody's okay. Hope all is well. Make sure as you come through, drop a like on the video if you haven't already. That would be fantastic, and make sure to share the video as well as you come through. But let's get straight into the topic that we want to talk about, which is Manchester United versus Nottingham Forest preview. The game is tomorrow. Manchester United officially start off their Premier League fixture for the second, you could say second half of the season, I guess, but somewhat second half from tomorrow. A few comments have come out about Jesse Lingard and what he's had to say about his time in Manchester United. Another big thing is Varane and Martinez is still not back. So we're missing two absolutely world-class top players. Martial didn't really do much against the Burnley game. Rashford being the player doing the most for us. And in terms of going and the rest of the players, I think they're all okay, to be honest. They everyone is kind of back into Manchester United ball. So you won't really need to sit here and say, well, does any of the players need a run of games before they start firing? I don't particularly think so. I do not particularly think so. We'll do our lineup. You know what? We'll do our lineup at the start. I don't know where Jadon Sancho is. I don't think he's going to feature tomorrow, but the likelihood is going to be pretty much kind of the same lineup that we saw against the Burnley side. You will see the likes of Wan-Bissaka, I believe. You will see the likes of Rashford. You will see the likes of Lindelof. Maguire, I think, will start tomorrow instead of Casemiro being in the back as a centre-back. That was very interesting as well, seeing Casemiro in the centre-back position and not Mr. Harry Maguire. I think Luke Shaw will also start, even though I am kind of thinking, where does Malacia come in now? When and where will Malacia get his minutes? Um, even though Malacia did play last game actually against Burnley, thinking about that, but I do want Malacia to feature more. I think Casemiro, Ericsson, and Bruno Fernandes will stay as it is. The midfield is kind of solid as what we see. I don't think anybody kind of comes and disrupts that midfield. I don't think you'll see a McTominay or a Fred or a Van der Beek coming in there and disturbing anything. And up front, I think it'll just be Anthony, Rashford, and Martial. If you ask me, I think Anthony will start this particular game, and I think Rashford and Martial will be it. I think our front three. I think everything pretty much is as first team as it could be, except for Varane and Martinez. So we can't, as Man United fans, we can't really be complaining going into tomorrow's game. Everything that we kind of expect from our Manchester United squad, as in first team squad, we will get tomorrow, really and truly. I am my most important thing being I want to see, I want to be able to see in good football from Anthony Martial, the player that there is a lot of um, demand and responsibility on, a player that should be firing, a player that should be giving us the goals. That's the number one player that I kind of am going to concentrate on. I'm not going to be concentrating on too much on Marcus Rashford. I think Marcus Rashford is doing fantastic for us. But overall, I think it needs the topic of conversation for me is going to be Anthony Martial. What can he do? On the other hand, I think Nottingham Forest will start off with Hennessy, Williams. I think you'll see Bolo to follow Yates, Mangala, Colback. You might see Johnson, Iwoni, and Lingard as well in there. I think I haven't missed anyone. I think Worrell as well, and Williams. I think those are the two other players. The main player for Nottingham Forest being Iwoni as well up front, and what he can bring for Nottingham Forest. Lingard himself hasn't really been doing much, in all honesty. It's not really been doing much. Nottingham Forest fighting a really terrible relegation battle at the moment, sitting at 19th in the league with only 13 points, with only 3 wins. They did win their last game against Crystal Palace, which was a nice little win for them going into the World Cup break, and it was Gibbs White who got them the goal. But since then, they've had really terrible results, and they did a amazing, if you ask me, victory over Liverpool, which was again fantastic for Nottingham Forest's perspective, with Iwoni scoring that goal. He's been getting a couple goals anyways for Nottingham Forest this season. But again, what do we expect from Nottingham Forest is the question. And the question is without Varane and Martinez, can we be able to sustain a victory? Are we going to be able to sustain a victory against Nottingham Forest? 3 points will take us somewhat into the top four conversation, sitting at fifth as we are right now. We have 2 games in hand compared to Tottenham Hotspur. We've played 14. They have played 16. Arsenal are at the moment losing to West Ham, which is fantastic news, if you ask me. As it stands right now, Arsenal are losing 1-0 to West Ham. So I hope it continues like that. I hope we can go and get our 3 points tomorrow. Tottenham Hotspur, they drew with Brentford as well, which was again a brilliant result for us, if you ask me. Coming back from behind, Harry Kane and Højbjerg scoring. Antonio Conte, one thing he knows is how to bring a team back from a deficit. This guy is the deficit king, Antonio Conte. So, but Tottenham Hotspur drawing is the perfect result for us. You cannot tell me otherwise. I am absolutely glad Tottenham Hotspur drew that game against Brentford, which only means one thing: is the points difference from Manchester United to Tottenham Hotspur right now as it stands. It's only 4 points. It is only 4 points. So if we win tomorrow, we have 1 game in hand, which we will be playing against Wolves, a team that has not been performing at all. Absolutely not been performing, only winning against Everton before the World Cup in a 2-1 victory. But Wolves had a lot of expectation as well. I'm not going to touch too much on the Wolves game because when that's something we'll cross when we are when we have gone past the Forest game. But Wolves are not performing, and we could collect 3 points from them as well as Nottingham Forest tomorrow. And if we do, we are well our way into the kind of top four conversation. Manchester City, on the other hand, who lost to Brentford before the World Cup kicked off in a 2-1 defeat to Brentford. So it would be really good, really, really good if we go ahead and can beat Forest tomorrow. Newcastle, on the other hand, they had a nice little victory over Leicester, a 3-0 victory over Leicester, taking them into second in the league. Newcastle are sitting second in the league as it stands, which, if you ask me, is interesting, and it is not good. It is definitely not good. I don't know what they are doing, but in 16 games they have played this season, Newcastle United have only lost one. They have only lost one. Arsenal are on their way to lose a second game if they lose against West Ham, the game that is currently going on. But Newcastle United, whatever they are doing as of today, whatever they got cooking in that kitchen is something very, very, very interesting. Almiron, Wood, and Joe Wellington on the score sheet. Chris Wood getting on the score sheet, which is fantastic for Newcastle. Their front three, all of them scoring as well. Saint Maximum starting to come back and getting some minutes. With Isaac still being out, Mr. Isaac is still out of the first team squad. So I am very much interested in kind of concentrating on Newcastle. I'll be honest with you. I am concentrating on Newcastle going forward into this season because the way at which these guys are moving, it's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. You look at Leicester City side; they have the likes of Iheanacho in there. They have the likes of Tielemans. They have the likes of um, Daka as well. Yet, if you ask me, Tielemans being in there, they should be able to cause some serious damage. I don't know why Jamie Vardy is still not playing a lot more minutes than he can. They do have a couple of injuries, which I think Madison being the biggest one is hurting them. Evans not so much. Pereira probably hurting them a little bit, but Madison being out is costing them. But taking a 3-0 front three of Newcastle, if you ask me, it was good that we drew against Newcastle. When we did, it was good. But the way at which these guys are moving, Newcastle, if you ask me, it is scary. It is very, very scary. We need to be concentrating on trying to somewhat catch up to at least Man City and Newcastle. And if you look at the points difference, if we win tomorrow, it isn't really a lot. It isn't really a lot of points to climb towards the second position. It isn't. Big up Football Hour, Power Hour as well. Thank you for continuing to support the channel and being a member. Says big up to you as well. Hope you are good. Spilling Media says, I'm so glad you said Arsenal is behind. Just turn the TV on. Arsenal are behind indeed. Yahuza, big up to you as well, says watching you live from Ghana. Big up Ghana in the house as well. So, it is an interesting phase of the Premier League at the moment. If you look at this way, you will see that Arsenal may drop points today. Hopefully they drop points today. It would be fantastic if they drop points today. On the other hand, you have Newcastle that are climbing, Manchester City who have to face Leeds in a few days. I think they face Leeds not tomorrow, but the day after tomorrow. And we have Nottingham Forest straight away. And if you ask, Nottingham Forest and Wolves, we should be beating them. In all honesty, we should be beating them. There shouldn't be any discussion about why we cannot beat our next two opponents. We should easily be able to dispatch Nottingham Forest, dispatch Wolves, and this is without Martinez and Varane. We have enough quality in there to be able to do this. This is what I want to kind of put towards. I know our goal difference isn't great. It is standing at 0. We've scored 20. We've conceded 20. But on the other hand, Nottingham Forest's goal difference is not also that great. I think, if I'm not mistaken, they start in -9. They've scored 11 and conceded 30. -9 or -19. So yeah, sorry, -19. So they are defensively not that great. So we should be able to go ahead and get some goals. Rashford is absolutely having a tremendous season. He is really firing and really causing a lot of problems for our positions. Anthony, Anthony Joga Bonito, someone I love and adore. So I think Anthony should be able to get on the score sheet tomorrow. And Martial, coming back from injury, hasn't really done much, has he? He hasn't really done much. But then, can he start firing tomorrow? And can he go and score and start getting on the scoreboard? Because I did say Anthony Martial needs to score. He played 71 minutes last game, the game before 45, the game before 45, the game before 71. Against Betis and Cadiz, he had 45 in each game. He scored a penalty against Cadiz as well, Leo Panenka. So Anthony Martial needs to start scoring. He really, really needs to start scoring. He's only had a couple goals this season. I think 2 goals, if I'm not mistaken, in this particular season. Or has it been, 2 goals, if I'm not mistaken, and 2 assists. But yeah, a player that needs to start firing. His GA looks fantastic, but GA is GA, as you all know. Jadon Sancho is still out. He's not in the squad for a while. He has not been in the squad since our Aston Villa game, which was last month, early last month. So it has been well over 4 weeks since Jadon Sancho has shown face on Manchester United, and it has been since the 27th of November. 27th of November is when Jadon Sancho last kind of was on the bench, which was against Sheriff Trizapol. So since the Sheriff game, Jadon Sancho has not seen any minutes. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 games. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 games Jadon Sancho has missed so far or not been involved in. It is of concern and of serious concern. Big of Spilling Media says, also now get a car check. I hit a VAR check. Ooh. Okay, let's refresh this page. Let's have a look. No, they're still down. I'm not watching the particular game, but they are still down. Big up Ali says, yes, Faz, my team won. Your team did win. Congratulations to you. You are 1 point behind us in a 3-1 victory against Villa. I'd say somewhat deserved, with Salah and Van Dijk on the score sheet, and you have Stefan as well, the midfielder, who got his first professional, I think, first team goal, if I'm not mistaken, in Liverpool. So yeah, 18 years old, Stefan, really bursting onto the scene and getting a goal as well. So yeah, good on you. Good on Liverpool. But I mean, you are still wondering about Darwin Núñez. If I was a Liverpool fan, to be honest with you, I wouldn't be worried about Darwin Núñez because they're still getting their results. Ain't that the most important thing? As a Liverpool fan, you are getting your results. You are climbing the table. That's all you could ask for. The players that are not in form will play their way out and play their way into form. So, yeah, congratulations, Ali, to your team. Kanan says, will Maguire start tomorrow? I believe so, Kanan. I do believe Maguire starts tomorrow. You will lose tomorrow. Everyone that has played away today has won, but that does not mean anything. I mean, that is not a viable viable formula or a calculation to think that Forest will win. Come on, Ali. Sancho has had a bust up with Ten Hag. Just saying, he could have had anything. I don't care. Whatever he's had, whatever he's doing. He needs to come back stronger, and if he doesn't, he can go. Sancho will be firing when he comes back. Well, that is a very strong, well believed statement, which I hope comes true. Spilling Media says no penalty. They almost had a penalty, but Sancho will come back strong. He is with Vandenberg. He helped Robin in 2010 to come back to play at the World Cup. Thank you very much for that information. I love stuff like this. When people educate me on stuff that I don't know, I did not know that. So Spilling Media, big up to you. I was actually talking to my friend about you today, and I was saying how much you and there's some other people. I think Logan. Logan, not seen Logan's face today, and don't know where he is. But you and other people who watch my channel, you guys are so in tune with youth football and football history and other bits of football that normally doesn't get talked about. And I really enjoy people like you coming to my stream and educating everyone, including myself, on this stuff. So yeah, big up to you, man. Big up to you. And plus, you've been watching Ten Hag ball for way longer than I have, so it definitely helps. Darwin Nunes is a good finisher. I'm confident one day he will finish. Hey, Darwin is going through a lot. If you ask me, as a forward player, um, Darwin Nunes is suffering quite a bit, and we don't always consider these things, man. We don't always consider these things. Whatever is going on with Darwin Nunes, I hope he can mentally stay strong, because I'm sure there is a striker in there. I'm sure, and once he starts firing, Liverpool are gonna be flying. Let's be honest here. Um, we are so big, even Nunes missing, we still win. Okay. Caicedo and an attacker is coming in Jan for us. I thought you said you're getting Bellingham. I thought you said Bellingham is done. 100%. I swear you said Bellingham is done. I have our stream. You said Bellingham is done. Jesse will expose Maguire and Shaw's weakness to his manager. Someone please go ahead and copy the quotes that have come out of Jesse Lingard today, if someone can. Been in football since I was 5, but Logan a fraud with them pictures. Logan's not a fraud at all. Logan is a G. He's probably one of the best people that I know in terms of making me laugh instantly as he comes in. So yeah, finally the Premier League is back. United we are, says United we are. Hope you are okay. Hope you are well. I have not spoken to you in a long time. Yeah, I hope you're good. I really do hope everything's good. And let me know how things are in the group chat as well. Just not heard from you, man. Not heard from you. But big up to you for coming through, and you are commenting, so I'm presuming you are good and well. And I'm well too. Thank you. Ali says Bellingham for the summer. Klopp has spoken in public about him. He doesn't speak about players unless we are signing him. Yeah, that is that. Yeah, true. That is true. I have followed some of that before, where Klopp doesn't like to talk about other players. Tell Ali A. Liverpool have Madrid problems. Been ill with COVID, one thing after another. Well, my prayers and thoughts are with you. Listen, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. So I hope you come out of this much better, and you come out of this much stronger as well. And yeah, just keep strong, man. Keep strong. But yeah, in terms of tomorrow, Jesse Lingard, there's been comments flying about him, mentioning things about how he was treated in Manchester United, and just a lot of promises basically being made to him. Most Argentinian players are coming flying back from their international stuff and rest tomorrow. But yeah, let's just look at Jesse Lingard's comments. Some of the comments that were made by Jesse Lingard. United plug reports. In tomorrow's game, it will be an interesting and enjoyable one. But we want to win the game. You can't get caught up too much emotionally. It's a chance to say goodbyes, because I never really got to do that. Oh, man. Jesse, man. You know what? I like Jesse Lingard. I'll be honest with you. I do like Jesse Lingard. You know, when you look at everything, when you push everything aside, Jesse Lingard is firstly, if people don't know this, let me educate you. Jesse Lingard is one of the nicest players in Manchester United, or was in Manchester United. If you don't know, Jesse Lingard is a very, very nice man. Very nice man. Um, very kind, very respectful. What else? Jesse Lingard time at Manchester United. It was false promises. I was training hard. I was sharp. I was ready to play them games. When you're working hard in training and don't play at the end of it, it is very frustrating. And you know what? It is. It is very frustrating. It is very sad that it didn't work out for him. It is sad that he didn't end up shining through into the first team and making a big impact or a bigger impact that he could have. But you know, I just hate how it ended for him. He didn't really get to say the goodbye he deserved, in all honesty. And I do think he deserved the goodbye because he's come from the academy, man. He spent but Jesse Lingard has spent his entire life in Manchester United. Jesse Lingard spent his entire life in Manchester United. You cannot tell me that he shouldn't be allowed to say his goodbye properly by giving some minutes at the last game. You know, let's be honest here. Let us be honest. If anybody, can sit here and tell me that he doesn't, please, I'd love to have a conversation with you. Jesse Lingard, I still haven't got no answers to this day. I didn't even ask. I'd rather that someone, out of respect for me being there that long, told me this is why you're not playing. But I never got that, which is also, it's fair. It is fair for him. Um, when listen, when you have played in a club for so long, you clearly have attachments to people in the club. You clearly have attachments to the club itself. Jesse Lingard, in this example, has spent his entire youth up until professional football in Manchester United. He is going to be somewhat emotional and somewhat connected and feel a certain type of way if and when he was, being treated the way he is. Whether you think he was treated right or wrong or whatever it is, he also is free to feel how he wants to feel. And Jesse Lingard, rightly so, if you ask me, felt that, okay, you want me to move on, but I want to be able to say, a final goodbye to the fans. And he wasn't even given that opportunity. That alone would mean a lot to a player. Let's be honest here. A player spent all his life up until from being a absolute youth, little youth, up until making his professional debut and signing the biggest thing he could ever sign, a boy could ever dream of, is playing football at the highest level. And all those years, you have just, wrote it off and not let him say his goodbye in a Manchester United shirt properly. Let's be honest here. It's not nice feeling. You wouldn't like it, and you all know that as well. That's just how I can best put it. In all honesty, that's the best way. So I hope, tomorrow I'm going to stand up and I'm going to show him love. I'll be honest with you. Tomorrow when Jesse Lingard comes to Old Trafford, I will be showing him love. I don't care what this thing is about people, man. These are players. These are human beings. We forget what they go through. We forget how they feel as human beings, man. As human beings. You would not feel like, you would not be happy if someone talked about certain things about you guys if it was like that. It's just as simple as it is, man. We are hijacking your bid. Hakpo is coming to us, man. Ali, I love you, man. Ali is different. I'm a PSV fan. I already said this to a million times. Hakpo wants to win the Eredivisie. Yeah, you guys can have that argument. Lingard was United for years. Good riddance. Strong words. United. The problem is we had a previous manager who just said you will be playing to every player and just emotionally made them stay. Then didn't play. The players felt hurt. I think that is very, very well said. Very well said. When he needed that for goodbye, let's sit down and ask ourselves, where was he? Fast when he was needed for that. Goodbye, let's sit down. I don't really understand what you're trying to say. You mean when we needed him? We needed to get rid of the old players because these players have been through too much and will turn into a Lingard. Well, Lingard stayed here till 28, 29 years old. It's a long time, man. A very long time. go to Paul Joyce. At the end of the day, Lingard gets a lot of money and wipes his emotions with paper. Paper doesn't soften the emotions. And how weird and crazy is that? I was on my way to my friend's football game today, and I said that in the car to my other friend. I said that to him because we were talking about football and business and etc. And I was saying, money does not soften the emotions and feelings. Money can open certain doors for you to feel a certain emotion and feeling. Yes, it can, but it cannot soften it. It certainly can. But I don't feel sorry for football players because football players know what they're getting into, anyways. But it's just from a fan perspective, the way at which we sometimes talk and treat certain players, we don't understand. We really don't. We say things just like that. We don't really think. Um, can we have an update on Finn Jones? He's still getting paid, bro. Let's not divert. Let's not go into that conversation on its own. Let's not. Let us not. But hey, listen. I think Ten Hag should be able to get a win tomorrow. I think we'll be 1 point behind, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm not mistaken, let me just go and check quickly. We will be 1 point behind Tottenham Hotspur and 3 points behind Manchester City, who are playing Leeds next, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, they are. And we've got Wolves next after that. No, yeah, they're playing Leeds next, and we're playing Wolves after Nottingham Forest. So points to be won, man. Points to be won. We'll be 4 points behind Newcastle as well. And we have 2 games in hand above Newcastle as well. After tomorrow, we'll have 1 game in hand, but there are points to be won. There are the table is open. Basically, it's open. Crazy things are happening. Crazy things can happen. Someone said, look at Paul Joyce. Let me just go and look at this Paul, man. What's this Paul saying? Paul, what have you got to say to us? Paul Joyce. Someone I don't understand. Paul Joyce from the Times. Liverpool want Cody Hakpo and discussions with PSV are advanced. Okay. It came out 21 minutes ago and it has 1 million views already. Wow. Very interesting. Very, very, very interesting. Ben Rama scoring for West Ham, and I like Ben Rama. That is very interesting. It's got 1 million views already, that tweet. Bigger Paul Joyce, man. Reliable, it seems. Okay. Okay. We'll see what happens. People like to hijack and everything all the time. People like to, advance. Talks are advanced, don't mean anything. Anyways, Ten Hag identified Hakpo. We'll see what happens in the January market. Still not open. A lot of talks can happen. A lot of clubs can approach and seek players. So yeah, I was watching the Man City documentary, and the set piece training is something else. We still don't score goal out of set pieces, and we still can't break Wolves and Nottingham with set pieces. That is of concern and of serious, serious concern to me. We didn't score for 1 year without set pieces, but guess what? Certain people will tell you, well, we also didn't concede many goals from set pieces. So isn't that a good thing? We didn't score many, but we also didn't concede many. So it's a yin and a yang. So it's how you want to particularly look at it. Really and truly, how you want to particularly look at it. But I wanted to keep this episode short and quick, and I wanted to have a final message before I go out. I made a tweet about having gambling addiction. I myself have had involvement in gambling in earlier years of my life. Now that Premier League football is back, I just wanted to put a little message out there for people that, gambling addiction is real. Thankfully for me, I'm not an addict and I'm not a gambler anymore. I have managed to bring myself out of this. But, guys, girls, whoever, if you have a gambling addiction, you need to identify it early. Gambling addiction is real. Gambling addicts do not like to identify themselves as gambling addicts. And it is something that kills families. It is something that kills you from the inside. So it is just a message. My DMs, my messages are always open for people to come and talk to me. Someone has actually reached out and said, Faz, I saw your tweet, and I am going through something. I would like to talk to you. And I've reached out to them and said, sure, I will happily talk to you. But gambling addiction is real. Men, women, they go through things, especially in the football culture. And if you are, you need to identify it, you need to seek help, or you need to be able to talk to people as well, which is the most important thing. Go and talk to someone if you feel like you have a gambling addiction, because it is real. But anyways, big up to everyone. Thank you all for watching. Make sure, if you are not a Planet Fast member already, become a Planet Fast member kindly using the link below. For the price of less than a coffee, you can support this channel, and the support means a lot. I know at the moment it seems like it is just all about live stream, live stream, live stream, but there are a lot of other things cooking in the bag. I can promise you that a lot of things I am you know, planning. 50 million pounds is reporting breaking news. Times have broken it that Liverpool are in advanced negotiations for Cody Gakpo. I mean, Liverpool got. I don't understand. Liverpool got down with Nunes, Salah, Jota. I don't know. I don't know why they want another forward when they need a midfielder desperately, unless they want to put him as a CAM. I don't know. I don't know what Klopp is planning, but yeah, if they want, they do want him. I did read it, Ali. Thank you very much. But yeah, for the price of less than a coffee, you can subscribe. You can become a member of this channel, and the memberships help a lot. I'm cooking a lot of things. I only have certain amount of hours, certain amount of time, certain amount of resources, and without the current support of the members, I would not even be able to do certain things. By the way, I got my FIFA rating. Who wants to see my FIFA rating just before I go? Hold on, stay tuned. Let me get you guys my FIFA rating. Hold on, I got my FIFA rating back. Give me 1 second. Let me get it. God damn. It is very much stuck on the wall and it is not coming off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom in and show you guys. Hold on. Can I zoom in on this thing? Hold on. There you go. Right. You should be able to see it. And I will talk you through. Actually, what am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing. I really don't know why I'm even doing that, because I tweeted it. I could just show you the tweet. Hold on. Let me go and show you my FIFA rating tweet. Chat to me, nice tweet. Hold on. Bang. There we go. Let me get it up and share. There we go. There. My FIFA rating. Planet Fairs, Manchester United. I mean, I got it as a Christmas present. Right? And from my partner, who I dearly love, who got me this. I knew that she was getting me this, but I didn't know what the overall was gonna be. so yeah. What do you guys think, man? What do you guys think of this? I want some comments. I want some comments and thoughts on this. Planet Fairs 87. I've been humble with it. 87 overall. You know, dribbling ain't my thing, right? Dribbling is not my thing. Defense, I don't know. Track back, man. You're not getting track back, not unless I start jogging and sprinting and getting my fitness up. I'm in a fitness Sancho situation where I'm not tracking back. I'll be honest, I don't track back. Shooting, okay. Physicality, your boy got a little bit. I got a little bit physicality. I can. One of my friends said my physicality should be 90. One of my friends said my physicality should be 90, not 80. Pace, a lot of question marks on pace. Now, some people said, right? Some of my friends said pace is how can it be 80? Fabrizio just confirmed Hakpo to Liverpool. Hakpo to Liverpool. What is it? Here we go. I mean, the market ain't even open. I don't know why people are so, so excited, man. So excited. Wait till close to reaching an agreement. Liverpool, man. Yeah. Huh. It's okay, man. Paul Joyce broke the news though. Big up Paul Joyce. Official bid has been submitted. Manchester United had a green light on the player side, but no decision on the bid. Nah, it's okay. It's nothing big. It's not. Here we go. Anyways, 1-1 Arsenal. Damn. Damn. Ateta's not having it. Uh okay, interesting. Well, spilling media, your player's going. I mean, you were hell bent that he wants to win the Eredivisie with with PSV, but man, I don't know about your guy now. Hakpo wants to win the Eredivisie. Well, I mean, it might not be the case now. Might not be the case now. But yeah, that's my FIFA rating. That's my FIFA rating card. I tried to rip it off the freaking wall, ended up messing it up. But no, actually, didn't mess it up. It's still stuck on the wall. It's stuck on the wall really well. But my passing and my shooting is fantastic. That is something I wanted to, emphasize. If I make a pass, it is cold. And if I shoot, it is hot. That's just what it is. You can do deals before. Look at Wolves signed a striker already too. I know you can, but it just I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't know. Why would Liverpool want another forward? I don't get it. I do not get it. They replaced Mane with Mr. Darwin, so it doesn't really make sense why they would want to go ahead and get another forward. I don't get it. They played Oxlade as well today, so on the in the front three. So I don't get it. Is it because Jota is injured? Is it because Firmino's injured? I don't understand. They do have their injuries, but spending another 30 odd million, mm, I don't know, man. I really don't know. And then they've got who else have they got? They got Luis Diaz with an injury as well. Again, so where are they gonna fit Hakpo in when Firmino, Jota, Diaz come back? It doesn't make sense. They, I don't see them buying. I don't see them buying a Hakpo. I don't see it. I don't know yet. I don't know. Of course, we can't tell. If you ask me, I would have taken Hakpo. Which players would you take from Arsenal? From Madrid, I would take Saliba. I think I would take Saka. I would take Saka. But yeah, anyways, that is me wrapped up. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you subscribe, like, and all of that good stuff. Share the video and also become a member if you haven't done so already. I shall be back with hopefully a post-match video tomorrow at United View. And I should be back with a live stream tomorrow after the game if I can as well. Might be late, but yeah, I'll try my best to bring that to you guys as well. But other than that, peace, love, and guidance. Hope you had a good Christmas. Hope you got the presents you wanted. If you didn't, well, there's always next Christmas. And if you don't want to wait for your presents, then just go and buy yourself some presents. I showed you my FIFA card. Make sure you follow me on Twitter and Instagram. But other than that, I'm out. Peace, love, and guidance. Take care, everyone. Love.